All right. MSNBC fires Joy Reid, a very radical woman. Fires her. You're out. Bye. Pretty stunning.
MSNBC just fired Joy Reid, and honestly, it was about time. This is the same Joy Reid who's built her entire career on race baiting and pushing radical narratives. Meanwhile, Bill O'Reilly, who's been a voice of reason in the media landscape, has been calling this nonsense out for years. So let's break this all down.
All right. Now, they did that because Joy Reid's ratings aren't very good, but nobody on MSNBC has good ratings. But they're not terrible ratings. They have worse people there. But Joy Reid is a real, she's very far out and very racial. Roll the tape.
Republican voters don't vote that way. They don't vote based on economics or based on the benefits they're getting economically from the president. They're increasingly, from the Tea Party on, they're voting on race. They're voting on this idea of an invasion of brown people over the border.
So let me get this straight. Joy Reid just decides that Republican voters are all racist because they care about border security. That's the kind of insane rhetoric that got her canned in the first place. And Bill O'Reilly has always said that the left-wing media plays this game where they label anyone who disagrees with them as racist. It's lazy, it's dishonest, and yeah, people are sick of it.
The idea that they can't get whatever job they want, a black person got it, therefore drive all the blacks out of the colleges, get rid of DEI. That is what they're voting on.
Okay. I don't believe that's what they're voting on. I don't believe white people have animus in general against blacks. Some do. There are bigots on both sides. I'm not justifying anything, but she sees everything through a racial prism. Lester Holt, not the problem at NBC, stepping down. But we don't know why. Lester won't tell us why. Now, you may remember that Donald Trump attacked the hierarchy at Comcast, which owns NBC and NBC News. Here's what Trump said, quote, "Low-life chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts, the owner of ratings challenge NBC and MSDNC, has finally gotten the nerve to fire one of his least talented people in television, the mentally obnoxious racist Joy Reid."
So I don't know about you guys, but this is exactly what Bill O'Reilly has been warning about. Corporate media finally realizing that pandering to radicals like Joy Reid is a losing game. They tried to keep her around despite terrible ratings, but even they couldn't justify it anymore. And let's be honest, if MSNBC is cutting someone loose, you know it's bad.
Based on her ratings, which were virtually non-existent, she should have been canned a long time ago, along with everyone else who works there. Okay. So notice the first line, low-life chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts. These moguls are afraid. Now, why is Lester Holt? He's not the problem. As some of you know, I work with Mr. Holt at WCBS TV. He's a straight shooter. Yes, he's in the culture of NBC and Comcast, which is decidedly left-wing. There's no doubt about that. But he himself, I think he tried to be down the middle. But there's no reason for him to step down. He's healthy, still good. Why is he leaving? Nobody knows. It'll come out. Now, they bopped out Norah O'Donnell at CBS and put in two guys nobody ever heard of, and that's a disaster already. And I predict, you remember, I said if Trump won the election, the media was going to fall apart, corporate media, and they are.
So, I mean, yeah, this was inevitable. Bill O'Reilly has been calling this stuff out for years, and now we're watching the media landscape collapse under its own nonsense. Joy Reid built her career on outrage and race baiting, and in the end, even MSNBC couldn't stand by it anymore. And honestly, good riddance.